We're going to be making a DIP finger gutter. So this finger gutter is only going to cover the DIP joint. I'm going to make it on the middle finger here. So to start out with the pattern, you're going to mark just next to the PIP joint. Also, you can think of it as the base of P2. And then you're also going to mark the tip of the finger. And then you're just going to trace the outline there. And then you also want to double the pattern so that you have enough material to mold it volarly and dorsally. When the material is ready, you'll apply it volarly, lining up the bottom just distal to the PIP joint. You'll stretch it over the fingertip and mold it dorsally. Then you're going to pinch the corners here and pull them down to get a good fit at the fingertip. And then I'm going to tag down the sides of the finger to get a snug fit on the finger. You're going to position the DIP joint in full extension. When the material has cooled, you can mark it for trimming. So on the volar side, we want it to be off of the PIP joint so that the PIP joint is free to move. So I'm going to trim that just a little bit. And then we will trim the sides and open them up to allow for fluctuation in swelling and dressing size changes. And then on the dorsal side, it's too long as well. We want it just to come to the base of P2 here. Here's the orthosis after trimming. So first I trimmed the two proximal ends to free up the PIP joint, and then I opened up the sides here. On the sides, you do want this V shape to allow for fluctuation in dressing sizes and swelling. And then lastly, you'll round all the corners and smooth everything really well with the heat gun. Here's the final product of the DIP finger gutter. Today we're going to keep it in place with Coban. If you wanted to use Velcro, you could have a strap that goes around the base of the orthosis, but we've found that Coban seems to hold it on a lot better. It is a really small orthosis, so it does like to fall off. So it's important to educate the patient to not get the Coban too tight around their finger. They still want to have good blood flow to the area. So you're just going to wrap the Coban circumferentially, not too tight, but tight enough around the finger, and get it down on the skin a little bit, and make sure they are still able to bend through it at the PIP joint.